Hello.
Hey,
What's going on?
hey, I think a lot of people are like surprised to see you. No, not in Avatar. This you
Right?
right here in the
I think
flesh.
I look the same.
Yeah, yeah, you actually do. Um, I think like more so it's like the voices are kind of like
Right?
are just I wouldn't even have to see you to know who I'm talking to, and I think that's for like a lot of people in Horizon right now. Um, So if you because I don't think I've really ever heard like the Ms.Roxxz story on like how you initially got into Horizon and what why are you still here? I mean, or what was
Ooh.
the difference from coming in and being like, oh, this is a game, I'm not staying here, and what really drove you to really want to do something with it?
Well, when I got the Oculus, it was for a gift, right? For somebody else. And I was like, let me try it. And I was like, oh man, I love this. So I had to keep the gift and buy another one. Um, somebody's like a group of girls in what you call that place? Um, Venues. That was my
Mm-hmm.
first place, right? I met a group of people and they're like, oh, go to this app. Um, they create worlds and we could listen to music. I was like, okay. So I went there
Mm-hmm.
with them and I was just, the first world was yours, Hardy World. I was like,
Or
oh my God. I was listening to Drake music. You could play basketball. And I'm like, no way. You could create this? So I went by myself in create mode and I was just, I didn't know what to do. I saw the gizmo and I was like, okay, now what? So my first world was Fashion House because I wanted to bring fashion in this small community that, it was just growing. I saw growth in it.
you said
Um,
you said Fashion House?
yeah.
Fashion House? What was who created that world?
Yeah, like I have that world. It's called Fashion House where you could walk the runway and wear clothing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, mind you, I didn't know how to attach clothes on the avatar, but I found my way. I think I found, and yeah,
I mean, oh,
that
so
was my
it
first
was
one.
your world was Fashion House.
Yeah.
Cause I know
I
you,
wanted to bring fashion.
cause I know you did like Selena,
Yeah,
right?
that was after when I got no, and I got experience and stuff. But it
Okay,
was fashion because that's what
okay.
I do in real life. So I'm like, okay, I could build. I love art. Let me just bring it in to Horizon. But then I see there was not too many people at that time. Um, Nobody was into that yet.
Right,
So I
right.
was like, let me let it go and let me just continue building to gang experience. And yeah,
So,
yeah, Joy. Yeah, that's where I met Joy too.
so after that, I know you said Selena was later, but I think that was like one of the like I think that was probably like one of the first worlds I've been in, or maybe it was Fashion House. But I remember,
Okay.
no, I think it was Fashion House because it was like you had something like over in like in the back where you could like put stuff on and
Yeah.
stuff. I
Mhm.
think that was the first time for me that I like seen like wearable like clothes
Yeah.
in Horizon. And then like Selena, like what was what was that? Why Selena? Like what made you do that? Because I see you like working on it, right?
Well, yeah, I updated recently more of a body shape because now I know how to handle the object. But I did Selena because I'm a fan of Selena. She's Latina. I wanted to bring the Spanish culture into Horizon now. Like it was fashion because that's what I do, but also I want to bring my culture. Like I have
Mm-hmm.
Dominican Republic. So these are worlds that I've been in real life. I've been in Selena Museum and I've been in Dominican Republic. So I wanted to build that to show other people like, yo, there is black culture, white, but there's also, Latin. I'm Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to bring that, yeah.
So have you ever tried to like reach out to Selena people or like tag them or get any likes or shares or anything like that?
No, I just did it because it was just a passion of mine and, you know, I did it. Mm-mm.
Okay, so I don't know if there was anything in between that and Meta News, but we got to kind of start from like what inspired the idea of Meta News. Like,
Well, first of all, I was building a community, right? And I felt like I wasn't getting support. Nobody had IG at the time. Nobody had talk about community when I started. Nobody was talking about that. I was building a community. I was doing the Latin. I wanted to bring fashion. I did Washington Heights where I live. That's another Latin area, New York City. So I'm like, I'm building all this community. I'm not getting support yet. And that's what we're doing. We're building. So why not have a news? Plus, I had an incident where a group of people was like attacking me. I'm not going to say the world's name. They were like being racist. Oh, look at her. She, and stuff like that. So I was like, oh my God. I reported it. I didn't get no help. Nobody was there to like comfort me. And I was like, oh my God, like these people call me out. I feel horrible. And all of a sudden, Meta News came because I feel like since nobody's doing it, let me show support. Let me be the voice, to show people around, like the new people that's coming in Horizon, where to go, what's going on. So I want to be the news of Horizon.
Right. And I definitely think it was needed, for sure. Now, how long has Meta News been? How long since you launched Meta News?
Well, we already got 6 months already.
It's been 6 months? Wow.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you could go back to the beginning now, I know Horizon's bigger than it's ever been now, but if you could go back to the beginning, what advice would you give yourself?
Are you sure you want to do this? I made this world not knowing like this is going to be number one. This is going to be a whole bunch of lists. Like you need a team to make it work. You need know your information. You need to have a plan. Because you could do a news, but then you don't know what direction to go. Either you're going to report about what's going on Horizon or outside of Horizon. You got to have a plan. And when I first started, I wasn't prepared. But then I started learning, like everything I did was on my own plan. Like I got to get the people. I got to get the right people. Because if you don't, your shit's going to fail.
Right.
They got to have the same passion as you do. I'm glad I met amazing people for that. Yeah,
that sounds. I think for me, it's always been, I've never even I've considered it, but the finding trustworthy people and building the team part is like really difficult. How did it work for you? Like, what did you look for in people when you was creating a team? Like, did you have any doubts and stuff?
I had so much doubt. Well, meeting the people, it was about their voice. If I could trust them, if they have the same passion. Let's say Jessica Rabbit. She was the number one person. I was like, I could count on her. She needs to be on my team because she said something like, listen, Roxy, I'll do anything in Meta News. Anything you want, I'm there for you. And I was like, oh, wow. I don't know her at that moment. I didn't know her. And I was like, wow, she's somebody I could count on. Come on in. And ever since, she's been there with us, with Joy.
I think I blocked her at one point.
Oh my God! Yeah,
I blocked everybody.
Silly, but she's a good person. It's the same with Joy. I knew Joy because she was showing support in the fashion world, and I was like, okay. And then when she came, I was so proud. I was like, wow, this is somebody that supports me, and we just get along. She's like a sister right now.
Right. That
Even D.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, go ahead, shout him out, shout him out. You got a whole team over there.
Even D, I met her. Yo, D just entered Horizon World. She's brand new, and I met her at Prince World House Party, and then we just kicked it off, and ever since, that's it. She's been like the face of the Meta News and Dragon the same way. So they've been there for since day one.
Yeah, I know, like the Meta 2020, stuff. Thanks for having me on there and everything. I think you're getting the proof of us existing here early on, and I think it's gonna mean a lot. A year from now, well, not even 6 months from now, a year from now, it's gonna mean a lot. If you click the link in my bio under press, like I have the interview there, and
Okay.
if I ever want to put myself out there, I can use the video from Meta News
Mhm.
to show some type of credibility. Like, hey, I was on Meta News 2020 and stuff. So, I think with you being consistent and not giving up, or it's definitely getting Meta News there. Now, that's all good and everything, but as we know,
Mhm.
like sometimes, like in here, people can get like burnt out and stuff. Have you ever like faced any issues where you might have considered Horizon suicide?
Never. I never said I'm a quit. Never. Of course, people see it as a game,
Hmm.
but for me, I built this place, Meta News, and what I look like stopping. I meant what I said from day one, and I
Right.
always kept on. You know, Even if I had to do it alone, because sometimes Horizon World, you can't trust people. People bring the real life into the Horizon World.
Hmm.
Yeah, I had a lot of difficulty while others trying to copy me and going to my world being sneaky. I've seen all that, and that never made me quit. That just actually put batteries on me. Like, who we gonna do this for real? And every day we're in beta. We're always doing something new. Planning. There's never one time it's just like, okay, we're just gonna stick to this. No, it changes.
Yeah. Yeah, I think like for me, staying focused is one of
Oh
like
yeah.
the main like skills of that's required to succeed in here. Um, I think that my joint was way too bright, but I had to kind of just take a step back and kind of let stuff play out instead of trying to stay ahead of everything. Patience, like 2 weeks in Horizon will literally change everything. Like if you stop doing something, let's say y'all took 2 weeks off of the Thursdays or 2 weeks off of whatever, like you will be forgotten after like 2 weeks,
Yeah.
sometimes, but like if not forgotten, you're gonna have to rebuild it up, but if you consistent with it and you keep going, it'll just keep the momentum. um
Listen, even if we had like one reporter, listen, we're gonna work with that. That's it.
Now if there was somebody new coming into Horizon that didn't have like any idea of what they were going to do, but interested, like what advice would you give? What advice would you give them?
Somebody new that goes into Horizon, I'll be like, you want to go on World Hub? Let me show you around where to go first. First, I'll show them Meta News. This is where you could come and, if you have any issue or anything you want to speak about, we're here for you. And then I'll show them around. And to build, I recommend to study Horizon. Check out the world. Check out what kind of, like, I know people build any random world, but it looks good when you build like I'm going for, let's say, fashion and everything is like makeup and, you know, or
Hmm.
even if check what's out there and do what's not there. You know, everybody's doing the same thing right now. Shows, podcasts. You know, where is the audience? Where is the different type of games?
Yeah.
You know, we need more sports right now. More games like that.
We do. And I think like with like, see, like with me, like Ball Alert every Thursday. That's I'm in the contract, so that ain't never gonna stop. I'm gonna do that. But like, see, like Club 90, like I had to let that just chill, because with all the music stuff, and then there's so many other clubs, and it's just like, and then I can't even get people out of space to even come to Club 90. Like, I can't even get them out of one world to come to my other world. So it's like, you gotta build that. You gotta build the community for the world, or you got to have like a experience that people will enjoy and want to come back to enjoy it again.
Yeah.
And if they miss that time, they gonna be like, oh man, I wish I can get in this session and stuff. We're gonna open up the floor in about 6 minutes. Now, but with you being a world creator, innovator, woman in the space, I see we got some women in here. We got Joy, Miss Notorious Vic. What features do you wish Horizon had that they don't have now?
Feature. I'd say more games, more like I don't know.
What's missing that Ms.Roxxz would spend a lot of time in? Like, well, where do you spend most of your time right now?
Building.
Building, right? Yeah.
I'm always building. I'm always thinking what's not there. I spend my whole time building, and if not, I'm in Meta News editing.
Right.
But I do feel like they should bring like TV, like we could put YouTube. That would be amazing. That's like complete. I'm waiting for that. Like,
see now,
stream. I saw that in the world.
Mm-hmm. See now, when that happens, right? See now, this is when Meta News is really gonna play off, because I think in spades, I would want Meta News newest episode, added to the playlist. I think, with it being Meta News, everybody should want the #1 news in their world. I know there are some people working on like TV networks and stuff like that. So I definitely think that's going to be, a hit. I think that, for you, the advertising, the sponsor, to be on the video, to get interviewed, to promote worlds and stuff like that, that's definitely going to pay off for you. As far as, we're gonna ask you one more question before we open up the floor. And I hear we got little ones in the back, and I know that. How do you balance that with this?
Well, this is why Meta News, it's at night. It starts at 11:30 Eastern Time PM, and you see the world is dark. That's because I'm always on at night. My daytime, early in the morning, is for my kids, handling house stuff. And that's the way I balance. And then if you see me world hop, it'll be like the weekend. That's how I balance. Yeah.
Hey man, that makes sense. All right, guys, let's try to stay organized with this. So you can use the reactions button on the bottom and raise your hand like that. and it'll keep track of like who's in line and stuff, and I'll just answer the questions as they come up. If not, I'll keep talking. But you know, Ms.Roxxz, it's 6 months in, 6 months straight, right?
Mm-hmm. With Metanews. Yeah, but I have longer. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I know you've definitely had a lot of ups and downs and stuff. I'm trying to see if there's any questions in the chat. Make sure y'all raise your hands if y'all want to ask a question. I know we got some smart people in the audience. I know they got some good questions for you. Cause when I first, like, my whole thing when I was thinking about doing this, cause first I was just doing the building class on Wednesday, and I remember hearing a girl kind of tell me, was like, Hardy, I never see you like collab with a female or like build world with a female and stuff like that. I'm like, you know what, you right. You never, I never have. And I just was thinking of like, and that's why I reached out to Ron and was like, hey man, I think it'd be cool. We do these Metaverse, Q&A calls and stuff. And yeah, she was like, she'll do it for like 4 weeks to see where it go and stuff. But for me, like, I just want to help the people that that want to be helped. Like on my story earlier, I said like, yo, I'm not testing your world. Yeah. I'm not answering no questions if you not on these calls. Like, this is free. Like, you can easily join on this. You can easily register for it. Come on, listen to the information. But this is the time that I'm making myself available. So if you're not making yourself available for this time, then why should I take some time out of my other time to come here? So that's why I just like I don't care how many people on the call, how many people not on the call. I know the people on here have gotten value from me, and because they continue to come back, and I appreciate them for that. It's literally an hour out of Tuesday, an hour out of Wednesday, and I want to keep it going. I just want to keep it going. Now, if you could, shout out any creators or any other people in the metaverse that may have helped you along the way, who would that be?
Any creator? Well, I'm gonna shout out Joy. Great friend, someone you could trust. The Dragon. That's it for me.
Wow. Oh. Well, so how did you learn how to build, and better yet, how did you learn how to snap?
I learned how to build myself. Listen, I did Fashion House the way I thought it would look good.
Mm-hmm.
I also went to like World Hop and watched other people how they build, especially houses. I love building houses. I'm glad that Horizon brought like these kitchen assets. I was like, oh wow, and here I am struggling, and they giving it out.
Yeah.
Someone did teach me how to snap, which I don't want to mention names. So yeah.
I hope it's somebody that know how to snap. But I seen your your build. I mean, and stuff. It's nice. I think people have to, it's cool to. So thing is, it's cool to, like me, like I pay scripters. So I pay when it's too complicated for me. I'm paying. Like, I'm not even about to even waste my time, so I'm just gonna pay for it. I have gotten better at scripting, so I'm able to save a lot of money there and stuff like that. But I only learned that stuff because I was paying people. And I think that now I think now it's like people people are just coming in like trying to just like hustle without learning anything. Like they don't want to
Oh
build, they
yeah.
don't want to script, they don't want to DJ, they don't want to. They want to just be like super high middleman and stuff like that, and just
Yeah.
kind of kind of make deals and stuff like that. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I've
Yeah.
seen people like that.
I think I think it's crazy. I think you have to have
Mhm.
a skill at least
Exactly.
something. Because if your main skill is talking, it's not gonna get you far.
Yeah.
You have to offer some type of value, in some type of way, and it doesn't have to be building. It doesn't have to be scripted. It can be promoting.
Yeah.
It can be, ideas. And well, I wouldn't say, yeah, ideas. But
No.
can't just have a name. Let me bring up Joy.
Educating.
There you go. I just
Hey, can you hear me?
Hey.
Hey, well, first I want to say, Ms.Roxxz, I am so proud of you, as always. And what I want to ask you, and if you can expound on, what advice would you give to women who are moving in this space as far as being a boss, building your team? Because sometimes we might not want to acknowledge that there is a difference between men and women moving in this space, but what advice would you give?
I know that when I started Metaverse, I was being like doubted, like, oh, you didn't build this, you didn't do this. And it was men saying that. Why?
Yeah.
Why can I build this and be at your level? Why you gotta doubt me? For women, I recommend learn. It's so easy to learn something in Horizon if you want to learn it. It's easy. Just keep going. Forget about anybody gotta say, or how you even did it. Always learn and don't stop. That's what I said. Like, just don't stop. I don't know how to build an oven, but you know what? I'm gonna get it until I have it.
Yeah.
And even building like a show or a podcast, it might not be good at the beginning, but if you don't stop, you'll get good at it. Things takes practice, and people always got something to say. No matter how good, they always got something to say. So just keep going.
gotta keep going. Do you
Yeah, I was doubt. People doubted me, like, "Oh, you're doing Meta News. You didn't build this. You didn't do this. Why? Let me show you."
Yeah, it is. I think I heard some people say that about like the Spades game. Like, I paid for the script. I paid for it. I paid a lot of money for it. So, but I designed it. Actually, Bill didn't even know how to play spades, and he don't even know how to speak. He know how to speak English, but it's like it was a lot. I think like a lot of I mean, if you can get in there and at least do some of the early stuff that I seen you doing, then I know you'll be okay. Because all you have to do is just, like you said, keep going and just keep building. You will get better. And I think that, when it comes down to, the building part and the design part, I don't think it matters as much as the actual purpose behind the world. And especially like the marketing and stuff. Like, you're consistent with that too. So there's worlds that look better than that may I ain't gonna say they look better. I'm just gonna say they may look better than Meta News. But how many people is going there? And what are they doing for the community? So it don't fucking matter how it looks, But yeah, commend you for keeping your head up through that. It's we're not gonna get into the negativity of the space on this call. What up? We got. I go by price. I go by price. Price. You ain't got no questions. I think Price said he don't know why he don't know how to raise his hand. We need to get Price an interview. What up, Price? You there? I don't know if he. I think he's up. Price, you there?
Yeah.
I can't hear you. Oh, he said 1 sec. I remember you had another world, right, with a plane in it.
A plane. Well, the blue plane, the Meta Street, I think it's.
Yeah. It was like a street. It was like a dog in there.
Meta City.
That was your world, right? Where had like the
with apartment.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What happened to that world?
It's still there. It's still there. It's under. I'm updating it because I wanted that word to be like a world hop, but listen, I'm gonna make a whole street because everything connects to the meta news if you pay attention.
Have you been to Ben City, the world just released?
No, I have to go there.
Oh yeah, you gotta go check it. You gotta go check it out. Let me see. Price, you there? I'm just gonna go ahead and mute Price. Price gotta fix this mic. Y'all gotta help me with these questions. This is a Q&A. This is not a full conversation. Notorious Vic, you ain't got no okay. We got a question coming in. Miss Gates said, how many hours did it take to start? I guess saying like how long before you completed something was like, oh, like I got it.
Well, we're any world. If I'm very inspired and I have this idea and I have to get it out, I'll spend a whole night. I mean, I don't count my hours. I just be there. You know, this time that I seen the sun, I'm like, oh my God, I spent this whole time building, just listening to music and just doing it. Like wow. I got 3 worlds coming up right now. How I did it, I don't know.
Who you racing somebody? Oh man, 3 worlds. Oh, very motivational. But these are worlds that I had on pause, you know, and little by little. But now, since I, you know, can make little items to sell, then hell yeah, I'm gonna bring it out. Now I hear that they are letting they've opened up some of the monetization stuff up. You know anything about that?
Yeah. I know I got in, so that's it.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
I'm gonna say that. Just speaking on it just a little bit, like, does it change anything about you and how, like how you're thinking? Yeah, because now I'm like, okay, now I got a reason to even build even more, you know, to find more ideas. You know? And now with Meta News, it's like, oh my God, I want to do these little things that people could buy and they could be part of the team. Right. You know? I don't even have to do any interview or anything. They just purchase that and you could go ahead and come inside. Let's work. Yeah. I know, you know, when I got the news that they were having another round of monetization, people coming in, because, like, you know, I've been monetized since May. I think May. And might it was April. I think it was like April. You know, and it was like, I don't know if they even doing it again. Like, what's going on? But, you know, I see people that I know, you know, I inspire in some type of way, or they follow me, or, you know, they respect what I do and everything, and they go as hard as me, that wasn't getting no looks, that's not being recognized and stuff like that. And it was getting a little frustrating. Like for me, like I even like was reaching out to them and stuff like, okay, we need to start doing something, or I'm gonna start speaking out more because this is some bullshit, you know. And I'm not even talking about for me. I just feel like there's other groups of people that get more attention than the group of people that we normally around. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, what are they doing? Like, they're not making as much noise. So, you know, that's frustrating. I mean, the truth shows Meta News is here. Meta News is number one. And it should be. I think you will keep it there. I'll continue to support it. I know a lot of people will continue to support it, and I know it'll only get better.
Thank you.
I know that, you know, you got to get a little creative with the monetization though, because it, you know, it ain't a banger like Spade, so you know people ain't gonna be sitting up in there. But the thing is, they could, you know, you just gotta figure out the formula.
Exactly.
But I would say don't let it consume you, right? I know you say you was thinking, you know, you was building 3 worlds, right? But just advice, and I'll say this, you know, for everybody, because this is advice to everyone. You know, the way I kind of look at things in like the worlds that I already have is, instead of starting over from scratch, I'd rather build on what I have. You know what I'm saying? I'll rather get the words that I already have on that level, because they're all great ideas, right? They're all great ideas. Like this, I mean, well, you couldn't sell it. You know, are you gonna take the Selena world down?
No, why? No. I have another.
I think you have to. Oh, okay. Well,
I'm not putting nothing down. What do you mean?
No, listen. When I joined the program, I had to take all the logos in Hardy World down.
Okay.
You know, but I mean, I don't know.
I'm not promoting that. That's just, you know, fun of Horizon World. That's it. Yeah.
So you won't be selling anything in there like Selena merch or anything like that? No. Okay. Price, you there?
That's not my focus. Meta News is.
Are you there? He's still not there. He's something going on with his mic. Make sure y'all raise your hands if y'all have any questions. I can't believe nobody's raising their hand. This is crazy. I must be asking some really good questions. Y'all. All right, there we go. Joy again.
Hey, y'all. So I wanted to know, how do y'all feel about the Project Cambria coming out? Are y'all getting it? Are y'all not? How do you feel that it's going to affect what you're doing, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera?
Oh, I'm getting it. I'm getting it. And I'm excited because it's a lighter game system on my face. I don't have to like buy headbands and everything else. So
yeah,
I'm excited.
Yeah. I think for me, like, I think it's exciting because I think it's going to bring more people in.
Yeah.
I think it's going to attract more people to come into VR. It being lighter, from what I'm hearing, it looks way cooler. It doesn't look like you got a damn.
And it's all black.
It looks like you got a piece of toilet paper on in front of your head, you know. But I think it's gonna bring in a new type of people too, because in order for you to have one of them things, you're gonna have to be able to afford them. So if you can afford them, you know what I'm saying, it's just gonna be some more money in here.
Exactly.
Yeah. But you know,
I am curious how much they're gonna sell it for.
I heard it's gonna be like $1,300. I heard it's gonna be like,
yeah.
yeah. So I know. I think it's gonna be you know, I think it's gonna be expensive.
Damn.
But I mean, I'm 1,500. Yeah, Jay Dunn said
I'm still getting
1,500.
it. Yeah.
So we gotta. That's how Will said you monetize, so money ain't a problem. It's not as easy, man. Listen. It's not as easy as y'all think it is. Trust me, it's not. It's really not. Like, you gotta work for that. Like, you gotta really work for it. But like I was saying about like building on the ideas that you already have, gamifying. I think that's the word. It's called gamifying. So if you could think of a game that could be played in Meta News, like a game, I don't know, maybe hide some stuff in around Meta News and create an accomplish board. Find this, find that, find. You know what I'm saying? People like that. The achievements and stuff. That's just a basic idea. You know, I was actually thinking about doing it in Club 90, which I may do it in all the worlds.
Yeah.
And then once you complete all of the achievements in all the worlds, maybe it unlocks something. You know. We got a question from.
What's that question?
From Notorious Vic. How do you stay motivated?
How I stay motivated? Well, I've always been a motivated woman. I do fashion. I'm into art, so I have to be inspired. I go world hopping, you know, and I see the top creator, how they do their work, and I was like, okay, you know, I'm a very, how you call it, observant person. So.
Okay.
Like I see Hardy West making money and doing all these amazing work. I'm like, okay, I want to be just like him. Let's go.
Don't be like me. All right, let me see. So did you already have development scripting skills when you first getting started? Me, no. Zero. Zero. I don't know if this is Joy Hand from last time. Let me go ahead and then we got Will after that. Joy, you got another question?
Oh no, go ahead on, Will. Because that was from last time. But I mean, I can make up a question if you need me.
She can talk now. She can talk. That's for sure.
All right.
Yeah, I have a question. Yeah, what are your current challenges? Are you trying to staff up and build a team to facilitate, doing other projects that are closely related to Meta News? Is staff being an issue, or is that something you're working on actively to growing the team?
Can you repeat the last thing?
Oh, yeah. Are you trying to grow a team in order to take, give you time to focus on other ventures related to Meta News? You don't have to be in there all the time.
Well, that's why I have mics that are for sale, so anybody could get them and do a report right there. I don't need to be at the place. They could just send me the video and they could be featured on our YouTube or Instagram. But that's how I want things, because, I have an amazing group, but having a team to keep up with everybody and have them motivated, to come, and it's hard.
Okay, so that's your current challenge. Okay.
Yeah. But I have the mic that people could purchase and they could do news now. So
you got the mic people can purchase?
Yeah.
When you just put that in?
Yeah, and now we also have a jacket that says media. They could get that, and they could get when we're recording, they could go in and record whatever they want to say. If they have something topic, and be all around. Because Meta News is locked down. Nobody can get in.
Yeah. So now you have access passes they can buy to get in.
If they buy the mic or the jacket that I have, yeah.
Okay.
Just with that, they could come in. Yeah, on the day
Okay.
that we're recording Thursday.
So this must have been like stuff you was already thinking about before, because I mean, this been pretty
Um,
quick, right?
yeah, I had it already. I just didn't have that opportunity at the time. But it's something that I wanted to put in there. But now it makes sense. You know.
So when you so I don't know, like I ain't know nothing was going on. So I think when you told me, I was kind of like shocked, but I was like happy. I was like, wow, I wonder else who else. Like, when did you find out about like the molestation and like did you scream? Did you jump? Did you?
I didn't know how to act. I was like, oh my God, meta news, meta news. You know, all this time just trying to keep up from, you know, other people that sees me and they get inspired by meta news and they want to be the same. But that, you know, when I say number one, we are number like that's my goal. We up there.
Mm-hmm.
And now to have that opportunity and to bring in ideas that I have, you know, for other people to join now and be part of the team, it's like, whoa, it's making sense. So all the hard work that we did, you know.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's I think for me because like when I got in, it wasn't so many people and it wasn't like as competitive as it is now.
Yeah.
And I was so serious, and I was more serious than you know, pretty much everybody, because everybody was just playing around and stuff. And then Hardy West came. Hardy West started charging. Hardy West started moving like, okay, this is gonna be the metaverse. Like this is about to pop off.
Yeah.
And a lot of people didn't know that. They didn't. It was, and it's a lot of people. Those people, you know, now that you know that just they just were in the right groups. I guess I don't know, but I'm glad that you took it serious and you continue to take it serious. Let's go to Jay Dunn. Jay Dunn, you got.
What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good,
Hey.
y'all? Hey, so I got a chance to listen in. I was on two different little calls for different leadership things I have to do, but I just wanted to shout you guys both out. I think it's incredible to have you both on this call, and I've got a chance to see you both of you guys rise from the bottom. I was in the room when my wife went in to interview with Ms.Roxxz for that position. I remember she left out and she was like, I don't know, you know, I hope I get it, you know, and she was so excited when she was, you know, when she saw the pictures on Instagram, and she almost cried, you know. And I know Meta News has become absolutely a staple on Thursdays. I have to put earplugs in my ear on Thursday nights as they laugh and scream and holler and have a good time. But I've got to see you guys both rise, and I think it was a great thing. I do have a question. I do want to make sure to respect the rules of the house and ask an actual question for the both of you guys. Could there be a collaboration, a Hardy West, Ms.Roxxz build in the future? And if so, what do you guys think would be the strengths that you? What Ms.Roxxz? I'm gonna ask you. What do you think Hardy's strengths would be in building, and Hardy, what would be Ms.Roxx's strengths in building? That's right, bro.
Ooh.
You can go ahead. You can go ahead and.
What I see, Hardy, you good at the building, and the business side. With me, it'll be like more of the team getting together, planning. Yeah. So, yeah, you go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm trying to think. You know, I think. You know, I think like right now, I'm not even like I already got like two worlds, like and not like big worlds like that I'm trying to build for myself. It's not talking about like client stuff, but I'm every time I get a new idea, I'm not thinking of a new world. I'm thinking of how can I use this idea in the world that I already have.
Yeah.
You know, I guess like a collab. I think I would more so probably be fit with helping. It would probably be your world. Um, it'll probably be your world, but I think definitely like a a supportive thing, like coverage and stuff like that. Like I could see more things like that, like partnering on like how I just did the space tournament, or like, you know, if you have a certain segment,
Yeah.
or something like that. I don't really see like a world though. Not me. I don't. Just because I know how busy you are and everything, but y'all could build assets for existing worlds and not a new world. Price, you have horrible ideas. No. Speaking of Price, he did. He asked. I hope I answer your question, JD.
He said no. I'm not building with Ms.Roxxz.
I ain't building
I'm
nothing for
focused on
nobody.
Spade.
I ain't building nothing for nobody.
No more world like.
No, the point of the question was to see. It was kind of a trick question because really what it came down. I understand you guys are both juggernauts. You guys build. I think you both have your own styles and really don't need that extra hand. But more so, what I was wanting to see was the eye catching. What has Hardy seen in Roxxz and what has Roxxz seen in Hardy? Because I think we should, as people who have started from the bottom, I think it's very important that we always keep our eyes and celebrate one another. So it was a trick question to see how y'all could celebrate.
Yeah, I didn't answer. I probably didn't answer that one.
No, he didn't.
But I think I mean, Rox is definitely with the team stuff. I mean, Meta News been around for 6 months. How you keep people happy for 6 months, I don't know. You know, I just, you know, I think, you know, but I never took you as like a pushover or, you know, a huge softy or anything like that neither. So I mean, you do a good job with balancing it and being able to put your foot down and you know, and run the thing how you want it to be ran. But I know you listen and stuff like that. So it's I think, you know, moving forward for me especially, I am going to be looking for people that know the space that I can work with and get assistance from and stuff like that, because I know some of these you know companies that's looking at me and stuff like that, like I can't do it all on my own like I've been doing. But then like the money that's going to be being paid out is going to be more than enough, you know what I'm saying, to really put other people on. And because I know how to build, I might not necessarily be looking for builders, you know, because I'm not just talking to these companies about building your world. I'm talking about building it and keeping it going after that. So you know, I might not hit you up for the building part of it, but for the promotion part and to keep traffic coming in the world, definitely on that. And I'm not saying nothing about your building, you know what I'm saying?
World manager.
World manager. All right, I think we got a couple more questions. Then we're gonna call it. Let me see. Oh, this is a good question. How do you market public speaking and how does marketing, public speaking, and networking play a part, or doesn't it, or does it not play a part?
Say that again.
How does marketing, public speaking, and networking play a part?
Oh my God. With Meta News, it's all that. Like, you gotta market, edit. At the beginning with Meta News, I had everything script. I wrote down in a board of what they're gonna say, so we could keep our time schedule. You know, it's never been like, oh my God, we don't know what to say, or we wasn't organized. We was organized since day one, and now they're that great that I don't even need to write. We just say the topic. This week has been this, and they already know what to say and how to speak it. With the marketing part, you have to be fun. It all goes together. It's not easy. This is why I'm like, what did I just create? Because I thought about the world building part, meta news idea, but then now it's with the marketing, what I say, it's a lot now.
Yeah, and I think it's gonna get even more important to have those skills even more than building. If you want to run a whole business yourself in here, if you're just building for other businesses, that's up to them to do that. But me, I want to be a full agency where I handle building, I handle scripting, I handle promotion, I handle all of that stuff. So you're gonna have to have everything covered. Let me see. Last question right here. How far are you wanting to take Meta News? Do you see yourself outgrowing the platform you created? How far do you want to take Meta News? Let's be there.
Oh, we going far. I got other plans that I want to do. Want to work that out, but it's gonna go even deeper because now we're gonna have a new headset, so that's even another level of my Meta News that I have planned. So it's gonna go real different. Yeah. Like you could see from day one that we started, it was small. And I still got the building. It was small, and now we're like, okay, now we got full departments and different reporters to do sports and all that.
That's what I tell people all the time, man. I be like, yo, but see, it moves so fast in there, and people like forget real quick, and it's like, yo, like 3 months we just was over here, Now look at it, like it is we moving, So it's easy to not worry about that if you're staying consistent, what I'm saying, and working on your next idea and stuff. But it's not a race. It's not. There's no. I mean, we're already in a good position. If you're on this call, you're in an excellent position. Just. I got so many people that come in and they be like, man, I've been running around this thing for weeks. Man, I wish I would have met you when I first got in here. Everybody don't got Instagram. Yeah. Everybody don't. The first world wasn't Hardy World. Sometimes they got to go through a whole relationship with another person before they can even be let out their relationship. They travel to other worlds. People are holding people hostage. In worlds in here, like seriously, they see them online, they just invite them to their world, try to keep them in there and stuff, But you got to let people spread their wings, see other things. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. So Ms.Roxxz, you got any last words for the for the call?
Not really. Just keep focused. Stick to your path that you're creating in Horizon World. I know there's people that are like, I want to do this, but it's not getting attention. So let me move to the next project. And that creates a confusion. And people are like, I know you build. You're a great builder, but what is you doing? Stick to one thing, and that will get you far if you stay consistent.
And I would say if it's not you, then who? Because if you wasn't doing Meta News, then who would be doing it? Because like you said, we see a lot of these other news pop up, but where are they? You know what I'm saying? So for having somebody who is
keeping track, I know them.
But having somebody who is really dedicated to taking on that role, that responsibility, and staying consistent with it will be heavily rewarded for it.
Yeah.
Because that's a position that needed. That's with
even
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a position that's needed for this thing to run. There's a purpose for it. You know, there's a purpose for it. So if you're stepping up into that and you're sticking with it and you're saying, it's me, I'm going to carry this torch. I don't care if anybody see me having success and want to try to do it. They're not going to do it like me. I'm going to be the one. I'm going to be the streets hero. I'm going to be the voice, you know. So thank you for that and everything. We definitely going, you know, I'm definitely going to reach out and try to get you back on here and everything. I appreciate you getting on. Yeah, this is my new favorite hoodie, Joy. Until I get my Hardy World stuff, I gotta get my Hardy World merch, man. But yeah, thank you for coming on and everything.
Thank you.
One last question. This is the last question, right?
Oh.
Because I always do this. I did this last call, and we had Morgan on, and Morgan. Of course, she puts herself out there. She only has one Instagram. Now, I know that you have 2 Instagrams. Now, have you ever considered, because you already did it, but have you ever considered just having that one Instagram? And if you have, why didn't you? Like, why the separation?
Well, my personal one is me. You know, people know me there by my acting, my designs that I create. They don't know about the Horizon world or Metaverse. You know, now I'm trying to transfer in a way that makes sense, not like immediately like, oh, this is Ms.Roxxz avatar. No, kind of looks weird. But meta news is meta news. That's my focus, my world focus. And then, you know, with Ms.Roxxz, it's just, that's me. We're gonna get there now.
Now, do you regret not just having this Ms.Roxxz, and just going with like your true profile and accepting who you are and just saying, hey, this is me now. I'm doing this VR shit. I'm doing this Metaverse shit for real.
You know, now that I can get paid, now it's putting me in the mindset that now I can show off my avatar. This is what I'm doing, you know. This is a great place, and not only do you get to play games or build, but now you could get paid, you know. So now it makes sense to even put that together. Until then, I was just not yet. There's a time for everything.
I think. Do it ever hit you? Because does it ever hit you that like, you know, like you're like a part of like a very, 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 very small percentages of people in the world, you know, like one of the pioneers, you know, that's doing probably one of the first. And did you ever think about that?
Yeah, but like I said, it takes time, and you know, some people look at you like, what is she doing in the avatar and being on the headset? But now, little by little, I'm transferring it. You know, like this is what I'm doing. Like I posted, I'm gonna be in Hardy, question and answer. You know, get to know me. What
so you agree with? So you agree with me?
It's gonna come.
All right. Now that's what I'm saying.
We're growing, so now I could be able to have, you know, this is what I'm doing.
Right.
Yeah, there's people that be like, what are you talking about? Are you even getting paid? You know, what are you doing?
Hey man, I mean, it's okay. Like Morgan said last week, you know, if it's not for you, it's not for you. Unfollow me.
Exactly.
It's okay. You know, because I, as you know, I mean, my whole friends have changed. Like I've talked to different people on a daily now. You know, I've gotten more support from people in here than in the physical world.
You're right.
And why are we protecting them from that? You know what I'm saying? No, look at this. Look at what I'm doing. Exactly. Because in 6 months, your ass is gonna be calling me trying to figure out, yo, how I do this? Yo, how? Man, listen, man. I'm gonna send somebody downstairs to come get you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Some meta support, please. Bye.
Right. So I probably that, but I'm glad you feel that way because I know for a fact it's part of the reason for my success. Putting myself out there, showing my life, showing who I am. I'm a real person, and I'm really chasing this dream. It's helped clients work with me. It's helped, people to build trust with people and stuff like that. It's a lot of catfishing going on out here in these streets, man. You know what I'm saying?
All the rest.
Well, I'm just saying,
that,
like,
but we're we're heading to more technology. Like the technology is expanding. So this is something that we having the new authors come out. Like, come on, this is the future.
Right. Well, yeah. Let me
better. So hello.
Yeah. It's gonna open up. It's gonna open up much more. So
yeah.
All right, guys. I mean, is there anything going on tonight? Anything you want to invite people to, or because I know it might be some people getting on the Metaverse tonight.
What's going on tonight?
Anybody got anything going on tonight? They want to raise their hand. Anybody got anything going on tonight?
I do. No.
Nobody?
Boo. Nobody got the news.
This nigga said Meta Talks. Rupert ain't even on the call. All right, guys. All right, Ms.Roxxz. Thank you again. I'll chop it up. You know what I'm saying? Send it to you and everything. Graffiti class 9:00 tomorrow.
Graffiti class. Ooh.
Graffiti class 9:00 tomorrow. I have the building class tomorrow at 8. At 8 until 9. I have some ideas and some stuff that I'm gonna do. It's gonna be on Zoom and stuff, and then Thursday ball alert, Friday meta news, Thursday too, and then
Thursday meta news.
Let's get this weekend started. Weekend start tomorrow, pretty much. So, all right,
I'm going to the graffiti class. I love graffiti. I didn't even know we had a class.
Shout out NYC.
Yeah.
All right. I'll see you guys later.
All right, bye.
Peace.